Welcome to the channel, Simple English Stories. This channel helps you learn English by listening to real-life stories. Stories about success, stories about failure, stories about people who changed their lives. Today, we tell the story of a man who went from nothing to everything. A man who believed in himself when no one else did. His name, Conor McGregor. Chapter 1. The Boy from Dublin. Conor McGregor was born in 1988 in Dublin, Ireland. He grew up in a place called Crumlin. It was not rich, it was not easy. Life there was simple, sometimes too simple. As a young boy, Conor loved football. He played every day, with friends, on the street. But something inside him was different. He wanted more. He did not know how, but he felt it. And this feeling would never leave him. But the road ahead was not easy. Chapter 2. Lost and working a regular job. As he grew older, life became more serious. Dreams became smaller. Conor started working as a plumber apprentice. Every day he woke up early. Cold mornings, hard work. Construction sites, heavy tools, long hours. And slowly he started to feel lost. This was not his dream. This was not his life. One day he asked himself, "Is this all?" And that question changed everything. Chapter 3. Discovering fighting. One day, everything changed. Conor walked into a small gym. He did not know it yet, but this place would change his life forever. He started training, boxing, wrestling, fighting. He felt something new, purpose. But outside the gym, life was still hard, very hard. He had no money. He lived on welfare, around 180 euros a week. And this is something important. His girlfriend, Devlin, was working for both of them. She supported him. She believed in his dream when no one else did. While he trained, she worked for their future. And Conor promised her, this will be worth it. And this promise drove him every day. Chapter 4. First wins and confidence. At the beginning, people did not take him seriously. But that changed very quickly. Conor started fighting, and he finished fights fast. Very fast. Some fights lasted less than 2 minutes. Many ended in the first round. Knockout. Again and again and again. Most of his early wins were knockouts. But this was only the beginning. He joined an organization called Cage Warriors. And this is where things became serious. Fight after fight, he kept winning. More confidence, more attention, and then history. He became champion in 2 weight divisions at the same time. 2 belts, 1 fighter. This was rare, very rare. And Conor said something important. He said, "I will do the same in the UFC." People heard it, but many did not believe it, because this was something no one had done before. But Conor believed, fully, without doubt, and his confidence became his weapon. He predicted fights, round, time, finish. And then he made it real. His trash talk became famous, sharp, fearless, different. people started watching him, not just for fights, but for everything. And now he was ready for something bigger. Very big. Chapter 5. The UFC Opportunity. In 2013, he entered the UFC. From the first fight, people noticed him. Marcus Brimage, knockout, first round. Then Max Holloway, a future champion. Conor won, even with injury. Then Dustin Poirier, a big name already. Conor said, "I will knock him out." And he did. Then Chad Mendes, dangerous wrestler. Short notice fight, hard fight. But Conor won. Step by step, he became a star. But more than that, a phenomenon. Chapter 6. Rise to Superstardom. The year was 2015. Jose Aldo, the king of the division, undefeated for 10 years. A legend. Dangerous. Feared. And Conor was ready. The build-up was intense. Words, pressure, energy. Conor said, "I will knock him out early." Fight night. The arena was electric. The fight started. Aldo rushed forward, fast, aggressive, and then, one moment, one left hand, 13 seconds. It was over. Knockout. Just 13 seconds to defeat a champion who was undefeated for 10 years. The fastest title fight in UFC history. Silence. Then explosion. History was made. But this was not the end. Soon after came a shock. A fight with Nate Diaz. Short notice. Different weight class. Bigger opponent. Conor accepted. No fear. But this time, he lost. Submission. For the first time, Conor faced real doubt, real pressure. But then, the rematch. This time, he prepared, focused, disciplined. The fight was a war. 5 rounds. Pain. Heart. Conor knocked Diaz down multiple times, but Diaz kept coming. In the end, decision win. And now, he was ready again. Eddie Alvarez, lightweight champion. This fight was different. Control, precision, perfection. Conor dropped him again and again and again. Every shot, clean, sharp, beautiful. And then, the finish. Victory. 2 belts. At the same time. First in UFC history. And in that moment, everything connected. Years before, in Cage Warriors, he said he would do this. People did not believe him. They said, it was impossible. But he did it again. He saw it before it happened. And once again, he proved that what looks impossible can become real. This was not just a win. This was prophecy. This was legacy. Chapter 7. Fame, Mayweather, and Business. Then came Floyd Mayweather. 50-0. Boxing legend. But this was something different. Boxing and MMA are not the same. It is like football and basketball. In both, there is a ball. But the game is completely different. It requires different skills. And now, Conor was stepping into that world. Conor lost, but he did not look bad. He showed heart. He won rounds, and he earned over $100 million in one night. But this was not the end of his success, because outside the ring, Conor was also building something else. He was becoming a businessman. He created his own whiskey brand, Proper Number 12, and it became a huge success, sold for hundreds of millions. And here is something powerful. At one point, Conor was already one of the highest paid athletes in the world. He was at a big sports event, surrounded by stars. And there, he met Cristiano Ronaldo. At that time, Ronaldo was the highest paid athlete in the world, number one on every list. They spoke for a moment, and Conor said something bold. "One day, I will be richer than you." It sounded crazy, almost impossible. But years later, in 2021, Conor McGregor became the highest paid athlete in the world, around $180 million in 1 year. More than Ronaldo. He said it, and he did it. Chapter 8: Khabib, War and Chaos. After a break, his belts were gone. A new champion, Khabib Nurmagomedov, undefeated, dominant, relentless. Many people believed he could not be beaten. But before the fight was even announced, something shocking happened. Conor attacked a bus. Inside the bus were fighters, including Khabib's team. He threw objects at the bus. Windows broke. People were injured. This moment shocked the world and made everything much more serious. After that, the fight was officially announced, and now the tension exploded. Conor used his words, trash talking, but this time it went too far. He insulted Khabib, his family, his background. This was no longer just promotion. It became personal, very personal. Fans were divided, angry, emotional. The world was watching, waiting. Fight night. The arena was electric, but also dangerous. The fight began. Khabib pushed forward. Pressure, wrestling, control on the ground, constant attack. Conor tried to respond, tried to survive, but Khabib was too strong, too relentless. In the end, submission, and then everything exploded. Khabib jumped over the cage. He went straight into the crowd, toward Conor's team. At the same time, people entered the cage, from Khabib's side, from Conor's side. Fights broke out, between teams, between corners, even between fans. Total chaos. Security rushed in, no control. It was one of the most shocking and controversial moments in UFC history. And this fight changed everything. Chapter 9: The Comeback and the Unknown. After the loss to Khabib, Conor took a break, a long break, more than a year away from fighting. Many people were asking, is he finished? Will he ever come back? And then, after more than a year, he returned. His opponent, Donald Cerrone, a veteran, a respected fighter, known for his experience and toughness. The fight started, and very quickly it was over. 40 seconds. Victory. Dominant. It looked like the old Conor was back. But then came Dustin Poirier, a top fighter, stronger than before, better than before. Their first fight was a shock. Conor lost. Knockout. The world was surprised. Doubts returned. Then the rematch. Even bigger, even more emotional. At the beginning, Conor looked good, focused, sharp. But then, one moment, a step, a twist, his leg broke. Pain, shock, silence. The fight ended, not with a punch, not with a submission, but with injury. And now we wait. Will he return? Will he fight again? Or was that the final moment? No one knows, and that makes the story unfinished. Final chapter. Believe, fight, become. A boy with nothing. No money. No future. But belief. From nothing to everything. From unknown to global icon. He changed his life. But he was not perfect. Mistakes. Controversy. Still, his belief never changed. So think, what if you believed like that? Where could you go? What could you become? Because maybe the only difference is belief and action. Every day. Your story is not finished. It is just beginning.